Using finasteride is about balancing the benefits and the risks. It is tough to put a drug in your mouth when you have a suspicion that it's going to do you harm. It is tougher still to put the drug down knowing fully well that your baldness is going to progress if you do not take this drug. So it's a huge conundrum that we are dealing with in hair loss. Do we take finasteride or we do not take finasteride? And there are people who start taking finasteride on a whim and suddenly out of phobia, out of fear from the internet, fear from what friends say, from hearsay, they suddenly stop the drug or go cold turkey. If you are on finasteride and out of a whim, out of an impulse, out of fear, finasterophobia, thinking of suddenly quitting the drug, going cold turkey, listen to this talk. It's going to save you from months and months, if not years of agony. So hold on, do not scroll away. We all know when we have hair loss or after a hair transplant, taking finasteride is like walking a tightrope. We all know that. You got this medicine and you know that this may not be your best friend, but at the same time you're staring down an abyss of baldness. It's a pitiable condition indeed, being between a rock and a hard place, especially when your hormonal profile does not permit you to take long-term finasteride, or you're psychologically not well endowed, not robust enough to be on this drug in the long term. Now let me tell you about the flip side of discontinuing finasteride. Abruptly slamming the brakes on finasteride, going cold turkey. When you go cold turkey, there's half a chance of unleashing a cascade of unintended consequences. Just like tossing a grenade in a hormonal playground, there results a sudden surge of hormones, a Pandora's box gets opened, symptoms come back with a vengeance. You just cannot put the genie back in the bottle. It's a roller coaster ride once you stop finasteride abruptly. Once you stop finasteride, within 7 to 14 days, a person may feel that his side effects have gone away. He's much more healthy. His libido has come back. But side effects returning to normal in this short period of time is just a mirage. The drug does not work like this. It takes a little longer for the side effects to get normal. And I'll tell you why. Though many may feel that the side effects have gone away, they feel much more healthy than before. Within 7 to 14 days of discontinuation of this drug, going cold turkey, there is much worse to follow. In the majority of patients, what follows is rather disquieting. By negative feedback, this surge in the hormonal levels of DHT causes a negative feedback on the HPG axis, the hypothalamo-pituitary gonadal axis. These high DHT levels causing negative feedback slam the door on your hormonal system, causing a spectacular crash landing. Unintentionally, you have opened the Pandora's box. A cascade of events now uncontrollable has been kicked in. There is a complete hormonal shutdown with consequences that include a resurgence of your symptoms, often much more severe than previously experienced. This is commonly referred to as the crash after going cold turkey. A worrying fact is that in a minority of cases, these symptoms may endure for a longer period of time, potentially culminating in a condition referred to as PFS or Post-Finasteride Syndrome, which is characterized by long-term persistence of these side effects. Due to your impulsively going off finasteride, the symptoms or side effects have made a triumphant return, and in a small minority, they decide to stay around. Stay around like unwelcome guests to a never-ending party. This, as I explained, is the fast track to Post-Finasteride Syndrome, or PFS as commonly referred to. To avoid this crash, to make sure you do not end up with these severe complications after stopping finasteride cold turkey, I recommend you to taper off finasteride over a course of 3 months gradually in consultation with your doctor. It is essential to remember that tampering with your hormones without expert medical advice, without medical supervision, is like playing with fire. Each individual's response to discontinuing finasteride is unique, because it is influenced by various factors which include genetics, the way a person's system metabolizes the drug, your hormonal profile, the level of your hormones in your body, your proclivity to get side effects, your psychological bent of mind, and many other variables yet unknown which are the subject of research. So how do we navigate this tricky terrain? Well, it's time to put on your kid gloves and take a more measured approach to going off finasteride than just switching off impulsively, going cold turkey. Now here's the kicker. Everyone's finasteride exit strategy is going to be different. It's not the same. As I told you, your drug metabolism rate, your individual hormonal profile vary from person to person. So the exit strategy for one person may not suit another. Every person is as unique as a snowflake is. It's like a genetic treasure hunt, influenced by matters like your DNA, your hormonal profile, the way you metabolize the drug, how robust you are psychologically, your proclivity to have side effects, and much, much more factors yet unknown, which are the subject of modern day research. A prudent course of action involves gradually tapering off finasteride. As I told you, tapering off finasteride over a period of 3 months, going on half dose in the first month and decreasing the dosage over the next 2 months. Many people would also realize that during this tapering off, they will see that their side effects have stopped. This is another advantage of tapering off this medication to reach the ideal dosage that may be most suited for your system. This is another way that you can benefit when you're tapering off finasteride. You will not have this luxury when you quit cold turkey. For those who think they've got relief from their symptoms immediately after going cold turkey in 7 to 14 days, they are mistaken, because most of this, what you feel, is a nocebo effect. It is psychosomatic in nature. And you may take people's advice, people who tell you, who are not so well informed, that side effects of finasteride go away in a jiffy because finasteride has a half-life of only 6 hours. It is not so. The hormonal cascade that finasteride has initiated will take much longer for its effects to be washed off, for the drug to be washed out of your system. This is because the 5-alpha reductase enzyme that finasteride inhibits has a half-life of 30 days. So it takes up to 60 to 90 days for 5-alpha reductase to come back to normal and for the DHT levels to return to normal. So if you're getting relief before 60 to 90 days, it is your mind playing tricks with you. Mind is so powerful. Mind is so powerful that most of your side effects originate in your mind and not because of finasteride. To conclude, and in a nutshell, the decision to go off finasteride is undeniably significant. If you are having side effects, it is prudent to go off the drug, but this has to be done meticulously. Meticulously in consultation with a doctor who is an expert in hair loss and use of medication in treating hair loss. Going cold turkey involves substantial risks, as we have already discussed now. Do not jump ship like a panicked sailor. Your impulse to suddenly go off finasteride cold turkey may cause disruption in your hormonal equilibrium, leading to a huge crash and, more significantly, the potential of developing the most feared post-Finasteride syndrome. It's like playing with a firecracker in a dynamite factory. Do not take finasteride casually. Follow expert advice. Whether starting the drug or going off drug, you need a doctor's advice. It is imperative to approach your decision to stop finasteride with the thought, the circumspection that it deserves. Consider a gentle, gradual approach to wean yourself off the drug to prevent fireworks. In the hair loss industry, your health is in your own hands. You will not get much help. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, do let me know. And if you have any doubts about hair loss, use of finasteride or any other drug in the treatment of hair loss, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be happy to respond. For those who haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's your encouragement that keeps this non-profit channel going. Thank you for watching again, and God bless you.